Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about Chiron Sextile or Trine Neptune in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with the wounded healer. It's an area in our charts that we often can emphasize or accentuate strongly with others, but we often neglect ourselves in this area, and it's often due not necessarily to a lack of capability of doing so, but we may neglect this area because we're often expending a lot of time and energy helping others in this area. Now, I see Chiron as most people see Chiron as like a planetoid or asteroid. I see its impact or influence on a horoscope much like a generational planet, and the reason I say this is because on average Chiron traverses a sign for about 4 to 5 years, and that's why I see its impact on the house placement a lot more important as opposed to the sign it resides in. The sign will flavor it a little bit though, in my opinion. Now, the first thing I want to get at with this Chiron Sextile or Trine Neptune in a natal horoscope is that obviously it's an auspicious aspect. It's something where people that have these aspects can often help others using their compassion, their sensitivity, perhaps profound insight, intuition even, maybe a good understanding of spirituality, in helping others that may have experienced wounds this way. They may also be able to help others' wounds that are in connection with deception, illusion, fallacies. People maybe something like, for example, if they had maybe people that were swindled by con men, for example, might be able to help others to some level as far as they're showing their compassion. Now, this could be a lot of this can be dependent on the house placements of Chiron and Neptune in someone's natal horoscope. Now, if somebody has, say, Chiron in the 7th house, and let's say they had Neptune in the 3rd, making a trine aspect. Now, this could be somebody that could help others that have experienced some kind of emotional wounds or trauma in association with partnerships, relationships, open enemies or adversaries, which is reflected by Chiron in the 7th. And they may do so by using maybe their general insight, just in general, and being able to communicate, maybe perhaps on a spiritual level or an intuitive level, which would be connected with Neptune in the 3rd house. Now, let's say that somebody has Chiron in the 9th house. Now, this could be someone that could help others. This person would experience his or herself more likely than not, but if they have Chiron in the 9th, this could be a person that might help others heal their wounds in association perhaps with philosophy, religion, things that were associated with long distance traveling, maybe putting perhaps difficulties with in-laws, and they may be able really to do so. And let's say that this Chiron in the 9th made a sextile aspect to Neptune in the 11th house. Well, Neptune in the 11th, maybe this person might have a clear understanding, maybe or I should say, an intuitive understanding of goals, aspirations, and objectives, and they may be able to apply maybe this insight into helping others this way, and just maybe that quality of intuitively knowing how to be maybe a friend to somebody, and might be able to help others deal with their wounds in that example in connection with 9th house matters such as in-laws, long distance traveling, higher education, philosophy, and religion. Now, this is a person also that that may have some kind of interest strongly in connection with things of a metaphysical nature, such as astrology, might have a strong interest in spirituality, Even Neptune is connected with dancing, music. Maybe this person might have some strong artistic ability or creative ability and might be able to kind of somewhat heal others, maybe to some degree, or at least touch them strongly, maybe through their works of art that they have. And maybe this is some example where this could actually, where this may be possible. And anyway, people, that's pretty much it. And obviously, remember with sextiles and trines that, as I've stated in other videos, that even though they're auspicious, that just don't take these abilities for granted and don't become relaxed and complacent. You must keep, you obviously make the effort necessary to use these, to utilize these gifts, because if you just go stagnant, obviously you can't really accomplish much by doing so. Anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Chiron Sextile or Trine Neptune in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about Chiron in major adverse aspect to Neptune in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.